Okay, this is the third video. In this video, I'm going to show you how to clean up your mess. There might be a fourth video with different science. And in the first video, you know how it starts. My brother had 10x sugar and then poured syrup on it without knowing, on the pancakes, without knowing that would happen. So that's how we're doing this video. Oh, come on. Good. So I picked a clear one. So we're gonna mix this with it, and you see how I'm using a lot? It might look gross, but for the most part, I still need to mix it. It's actually starting to look like caramel. It doesn't taste that good. So this is what it looks like at the results. It looks really gross. So now we're going to show you how to clean up your mess. First, you should take all your messes to the sink. And then I'll show you at the end what to do with the stuff inside. Carrying everything at once because that's how I do, because when I do 2 trips it feels like 1 hour. Oh yeah, that I need to wash my hands because they're a little sticky. That orange thing was supposed to be a bubble thing, but we dumped it out and we have like 3 more things of bubbles. And we're going to show you something probably in the 5th video of more science about bubbles, because me and Mom blowing bubbles out there. And I'm only going to tell you it. I might not get to show you the thing that when it was raining, when water droplets hit the bubbles, they didn't pop. We had one bubble, one bubble that was turning clear, and then when it was basically invisible, it popped. So step 1 completed. And after every sticky job you do, I would always recommend washing your hands. And washing your hands before you do this. So second, put all the stuff you're using away. Chugged it, but I didn't chug it the whole way. So this place is not like this once I just drank. Is this stainless? Like steel? Okay, then I'm putting this over here. If you have things around you like scissors, and you're trying to do another craft, and you're going to craft like me, and you spill some of it on the flowers, from like the sugar stuff, not flour. It looks like flour to me, though. I would get a grown-up to help you use the scissors to clean them, basically. Okay, so this is going back here. I just now notice all the things I'm missing. Raven, why? So it's like when you're using a broom, you always make it into a pile. So if you don't have one of these, you can use like a paper towel, which I was about to tell you how to use, but I'm using this and I'm going to tell you how to use it the next thing, because then I'm going to spread it out again to show you how to use it. Cleaning up a mess and then making a mess again. Okay, I'm done with this map since I completed all of it, but I'm going to do another science thing like you heard about the bubbles. This one's not going to be so easy. So if it's like close to an edge, and you got your paper towel out already.
How about you hold the dustpan under the edge and then you can just wipe it right into the dustpan.
You have a better idea.
Thank you.
Here. See, we have 3 cats, 1 dog, 2 chickens that are living outside. What are you doing there? 2 leopard geckos and 1 fish. We used to have a crayfish, but died. And then you'll see it's kind of stained it. That's perfectly fine. And that's gonna be in like, probably like almost the last one.
If you hold it, yep, right under the edge there, that's going to be the best way.
And if there's like some on the edge, if you have a table like this, I would recommend what I'm doing right now. Or if you just want to get rid of it, you can just wash it. And like a broom, you get it into a pile and then throw it in. But now I'm going to dump it back out to show you how to use that. Then spread it. Not too much. The next one's going to be a wet rag. See how there's kind of like a curve? It's like how you would kill spiders from the ceiling. Okay, thank goodness that's not a spider. Look, there's like a stain in the ceiling. I was about to be like, spiders? There's already a spider in the basement. We had like a 10-pound weight. I dropped it on a spider. Okay, if I can open this, the video will continue. I recommend like not opening it first. You might need multiple tries, but I would never try to use this. Because it's really hard to do. So you can see I barely got any. So then you would basically throw it away. And there's only a little left. Stain.
You're going to get some soapy water.
So you need to pour soap on this.
If you pour this out, and then you can put some soap in that.
Like this.
Mm-hmm. And then you add water to it, and then you'll be able to do the dishes and wash the table out with that same water.
So I would actually, since there's like really not a lot of soap, You can use however much soap you want, but I would get a parent to tell you how much soap to use. So you get this. Why didn't you put it to warm water?
I didn't have time to heat up. No, that's cold, honey.
How do you make it hot?
Just over to that side. This way. Yep, to the left.
So, pause it basically. So now we're back on. I would recommend waiting to get hot water, and once it's turning to hot, I would pour all the cold water out so it doesn't have to be so high. Then get your warmish water for me. Then I just literally put it in a ball, squeeze it like that.
What's that called? Wringing out a rag.
Wringing out a rag. I sometimes shake it. Then, actually forgot. I would fold it so it's little, so it's easy for your hand. But some people just make it big, so it does a lot faster. So see how I wipe it? This is kind of like flour. So it acts the same way when something wet hits it. But when you just notice it doesn't pick up most of the sugar, it's just the stains it does. And when there's cracks like this, sometimes you have to push down. Then it's easy, but you have to squeeze it kind of. So then you put this away.
What's about that pile on the table?
I'm gonna fix that later, but a little bit of it. So you're gonna probably have to use your rag again. So once you're done with your rag, I would wash your hands. Not too hot water. Wash your hands because they might be needed to be dried off if they get a little sticky.
Here's your towel. Oh, you want that one?
So then you'll have this pile. You do the same method. Then there's going to be a stain there. You'll be like, oh, I can't pick that up. Then go to the trash can. Or if you have you don't have to open it like that. You can just, if you have a trash can like this, you can just put your like that. So then you put it back like so. Then you get your rag again. Squeeze it out as hard as you can because there's just a little left. So you don't really need as much. And I would do this sometimes to get there, so
That's a really good job,
all the
Malik.
dust there is cleaned up. And you'll see I missed some here. That's why I'm doing it all across basically. And sometimes you'll miss a spot, that's okay. Or two. Okay. Trying to itch my leg. It's really easy for me to do one foot. I can do it for a long time. No, I lost. So, I would recommend pouring this out.
into the trash can, maybe?
But then it's sticky from the syrup. I would grab it from like the bottom so your hands don't get sticky. Oh, ew. Oh, that's so gross. And you're like us. You have a dishwasher, you can use that, or if you want to be, or you could just, when it's like this, could you still scrub it?
Mm-hmm.
You can sort of sink it. You would like do this if you're using a bowl. Then if you can't get in the crevices, put your one finger and then just push and see how it's clean now. Okay, the bubbles. Oh no. Stop trying to do perfect. Something.
And then if you rinse it off, rinse the soap off, remember? And then it can go over here on the drying rack.
So would you put it like...
Yep, exactly.
Oh, when I used to do my reptile videos, and if you're watching this video, Snake Discovery, you inspired me to get reptiles, and like a lot of times, sometimes one would die, like my albino one. It was a runt. So that's why I started doing YouTube videos about reptiles. That's probably gonna be the video I'm doing next. Whoa. Then you do the same with this. Oh, this is like concrete. It like dried up and it was really hard to put the spoon up. Forgot this can be locked. And if you're doing this by yourself and you don't know how to do it, I'm teaching you how to do it, but sometimes it would be useful to have your mom or like your dad help if you can't do some of these things. So then if you want to get a lot of it off, I got a lot of it. You got most of it off. Excuse me. I'm making some major noise.
When you're done washing it, do you want to rinse it and put it over here so you know which ones you're done with?
Well, I forgot that.
It's okay. You said sometimes it's useful to have a parent help.
Yeah, 'cause sometimes you'll forget things. I just guessed where that was supposed to go.
You did a good job.
And like some people, they wouldn't do this. They would use a dishwasher if you had one. But sometimes it's fun to do it with dishes. Oh, and sometimes if you want to see, can you bring it closer? If you want to see and you can't find something that you lost, you use something clear that you were washing, and then you can see through the water that could sometimes be clear.
I never thought of that.
I
See,
did that.
you're still doing science experiments.
I put a cup in there
Mm-hmm.
once. It was a glass one, and then I accidentally put it right side up, and I'm happy it was an accident. Then I'm like, oh, this could be a life hack.
No mistakes.
Just happy accidents. I'm making a fountain. Oh, I'm probably gonna, if I'm like doing a video at a new house, it'll probably be my grandma's, because there's people that use like magnets on the bottom of, if you have like copper wire and you have like a circle battery that you use for like a laser pointer, if you have cats, put the battery, remember the flat end of the battery, put the magnet on the flat end, then put a design on a piece of copper wire, and you can make it any design, but it has to be far away from it. But you can sometimes, it's allowed to touch the battery. So, and then it'll like spin around, and you can do that with any design. So now if you have like a test tube and you want to do science that's like cool, and you put like stuff like syrup and flour in it. I don't think I did that with a video. So you wash it like the same, but you can't get into that. So you could just put just a little drop of soap in there, put water in it, then you shake it up. So, see, so the bubbles, then you can wash it out again, or you can wash it out like this. And then, if you want to, you could just keep it drying. If you want to do like another experiment, you could just like do this.
Mm-hmm.
Then take it back. And you'll see how we have to do the same thing again, because sometimes it can make a mess. And for a pencil, just have to wash it if it has like that on it. And like scissors, I'm old enough to know how to clean scissors. And if you're like going in between, I would have your fingers away from the pointy stuff and have a thick layer of this, so if it's sharp enough, it won't just stab through and stab your like fingers, so it will have layers so it can't. So then, since this is stainless, but if you have silverware, it's stainless steel, you can just wash it like so. And you can put it in here. That's how I would do it. Actually, I'm gonna do this. And if you have like some spots, what I did with like the test tube, just put a little drop, however big it is. You could just, if you have too big of one of these and you can't put it in, do the same thing I did. Then like shake it up like this. And I know if you have hard-boiled eggs, get a jar, fill it half up, shake it, and then you can easily peel it off. No.